Hello, all saints. Today is Holy Saturday. We might often think of Holy Saturday as sort of the forgotten day in the sacred Triduum of Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Holy Saturday. But there is so much for us to contemplate and to ponder. So I'm out here at our cemetery, here underneath the crucifix, this beautiful crucifix and scene that we have here at our parish, because I think really today it's a day of commemorating the death of Jesus, but more than that, as we profess in the Apostles' Creed, his descent into hell. Now what we mean by that isn't that Jesus literally went into hell itself, but that Jesus went to go and bring up all of the holy souls who had died in the Old Testament. Think like Abraham and Moses, or Isaac, King David, all of the great prophets and patriarchs and all the holy men and women of the Old Testament who were awaiting the redemption of Israel, who were awaiting the gates of heaven to open. And Holy Saturday is a day, if you will, that commemorates Jesus' descent to bring with him all the holy souls up to heavenly glory that we celebrate later this evening in the Easter Vigil. And what I want to read for you is a beautiful ancient homily from Holy Saturday. We don't even know who wrote this. It's from an anonymous author, but it's from about the 2nd or 3rd century or so. And it's one of the most beautiful reflections on Jesus' descent into hell. It's a bit of an allegory, so it's not meant to be taken literally, but it's a beautiful reflection on what that must have been like. So we read in this ancient homily on Holy Saturday, something strange is happening. There is a great silence on earth today, a great silence and stillness. The whole world keeps silence because the King is asleep. The earth trembled and is still because God has fallen asleep in the flesh, and he has raised up all who have slept ever since the world began. God has died in the flesh, and hell trembles with fear. He has gone to search for our first parent as for a lost sheep. Greatly desiring to visit those who live in darkness and in the shadow of death, he has gone to free from sorrow the captives, Adam and Eve, he who is both God and the Son of Eve. The Lord approached them bearing the cross, the weapon that had won him the victory. At the sight of him, Adam, the first man he had created, struck his breast in terror and cried out to everyone, "My Lord be with you all." Christ answered him, "And with your spirit." He took him by the hand and raised him up, saying, "Awake, O sleeper, and rise from the dead, and Christ will give you light. I am your God, who for your sake have become your Son. Out of love for you and for your descendants, I now by my own authority command all who are held in bondage to come forth, all who are in darkness to be enlightened, all who are sleeping to arise. I order you, O sleeper, to awake. I did not create you to be held a prisoner in hell. Rise from the dead, for I am the life of the dead. Rise up, work of my hands, you who were created in my image. Rise, let us leave this place, for you are in me and I am in you. Together we form only one person, and we cannot be separated. For your sake, I, your God, became your son. I, the Lord, took the form of a slave. I, whose home is above the heavens, descended to the earth and beneath the earth. For your sake, for the sake of man, I became like a man without help, free among the dead. For the sake of you who left a garden, I was betrayed to the Jews in a garden, and I was crucified in a garden. See on my face the spittle I received in order to restore to you the life I once breathed into you. See there the marks of the blows I received in order to refashion your warped nature in my image. On my back, see the marks of the scourging I endured to remove the burden of sin that weighs upon your back. See my hands nailed firmly to a tree, for you who once wickedly stretched out your hand to a tree. I slept on a cross, and a sword pierced my side for you, who slept in paradise and brought forth Eve from your side. My side has healed the pain in yours. My sleep will rouse you from your sleep in hell. The sword that pierced me hath sheathed the sword that was turned against you. Rise, let us leave this place. The enemy led you out of the earthly paradise. I will not restore you to that paradise, but I will enthrone you in heaven. I forbade you the tree that was only a symbol of life. But see, I, who am life itself, am now one with you. I appointed cherubim to guard you as slaves are guarded, but now I make them worship you as God. The throne formed by cherubim awaits you, its bearers swift and eager. The bridal chamber is adorned, the banquet is ready, the eternal dwelling places are prepared. The treasure houses of all good things lie open. The kingdom of heaven has been prepared for you from all eternity. So again, hopefully these words, brothers and sisters, help illustrate to us the beauty of Holy Saturday and what awaits us tomorrow on Easter Sunday. We hope you can join us tonight for the Easter Vigil at 8 p.m. We'll begin out in the Circle Drive, and even tomorrow morning for Easter Mass. God bless.